Hey guys, Spooks McDog here, and this is going to be the first episode of a spin-off of Spooks McVlog already, episode 1. Technically it's the second one, but the first one was just a test, so it's doesn't count, it's number 0. So for the first episode, already a spin-off, because just these interviews just are so much raw footage. Oh, after this intro is over an hour and a quarter of just interviews with, let's see, we have Ori, AmiiboKing, and Gooshi from Michigan. We have Mickel from Ontario. Then we have GrandShad and RiDLR from Ohio, and Unrivaled Blind from Chicago. And just people who helped make that event great, or just are great. Just figureheads from across the Midwest, really. And so I guess I will put time codes in the description if you want to watch just a specific interview. But other than that, without further ado, I present to you Spooks McVlog, Episode 1, Showdown Battle Royale 2, The Interviews. It's unwieldy.
You can't, have, this kind of face. It just doesn't work.
You're talking to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look like a manly man kind of thing. I just look like a bitch. It's not fair. People...
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm saying your
be
face and
acceptable if you
your
were.
build. We're not that, though. But see, people in chat, if I'm passing, behind the commentators, they'll see me and they'll, type in chat, I like your mustache. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I know you're lying to me. I hate you. You know who you are. I fucking hate it. Hate when people are like, can I touch your skin? No, no.
You should let me, and then I can tell people what it's like. It feels like facial hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected.
God bless. Yeah, I don't like conditioner or anything. It's just that I hate facial hair, which is really weird because my legs are forced. So when I wear shorts, I have the manliest legs, but then I got the girliest shoes, and you're just they're like, you got a half dick, half vagina. It's just when
it's just a line.
Yeah, clear defined line of manhood and just
Goober.
Yeah. Because from behind, if you look at me and Holly, they look the same from behind, so they'll never kind of fit. What half of Dakota am I getting?
Alright, so this is something I've been thinking about doing. I'm starting with this, I'm doing an interviews portion to the vlog. As you see, by the fact that he's standing in front of me preparing to be interviewed, and we've been talking about it. It's just going to be some random casual questions about the event, stuff coming up, stuff like that. I mean, I don't really have a structure for it.
Coming up my dick tonight.
Leave the slide whistle is.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be great.
I might edit that in, I might not. So your thoughts on the last couple days?
Compared to the first Showdown, holy shit, this was way better. I was actually super surprised at how well this ran. It was a 9.5 out of 10. The graphics suck. Thank you, Benny, for fixing those, because God knows if I had the ones that we originally had, I'd go play in traffic. A lot of this stuff wasn't even the tournament's fault. We got the cam link from Elgato, and that thing is kind of a piece of shit. So that was kind of annoying that we got a nice camcorder and we couldn't fully utilize it because Elgato, and maybe it was OBS. I actually feel like it's OBS, but I'm blaming fucking everything on everyone else. It's not me.
Elgato drivers and OBS Classic fuck each other. And OBS Studio is better. It's still not optimal, but it's way better. It's more dependable.
I should probably try to get the studio. I know, I'm such a sack of shit. But no, great internet. We actually had a staff this time. A steady flow of stream matches, just pretty much everything that was essentially wrong with the first Showdown pretty much got fixed here, and then we just capitalized even more on it. So I can't say it was the perfect tournament, but it was a damn close to perfect in my eyes.
Alright, is there anyone who you met here at this event for the first time that you especially liked?
I actually got to talk to Manny for a moment. he seemed really nice.
He's so cool.
I wanted to talk to a lot more people, but like I'm always like super bashful and whatnot. And like because I'm the streamer, they're like, "Why are you doing like where are you at your dungeon for?" kind of thing. So like,
my feelings.
Get back there, kind of thing.
My feelings.
So it was just kind of nice to see some other people. Like I really love 6WX. Again, I never really talked to him, but he's super nice. Hi, Holly. I saw you back there.
No, I'm just trying not to be a...
Oni Day is also a homie. I really enjoy them. Dyer! But I met him like a few times already, but Dyer's fucking awesome, even though he kind of reminds me of like Nam or Aqua or people like that, where I never know if they actually like me or not. Like they seem like they enjoy my company, but then they'll be like, when we're taking the staff out, he's like, "Fuck Gooshi," I'm just... Like, I don't... Where does this come from? Like...
Tyroy taking his money on stream was pretty great. I
That
saw that.
That was so funny. Oh my god. When that double swipe match was happening, it was like, I got $20 to my name, I lost my States weekly, I lost yesterday's weekly, and my PayPal's at Dyer's Desire. Like, I was dying. Which is weird because like last year I hated Dyer, or like in October I hated him, and in December I started liking him. And just from there, it's just like every time I met him, he just like was cooler and cooler. So I completely ignored your question and made my own. Essentially, no, not really, just because I don't get to talk to many people. Maybe Mickel. I actually never really got to talk to Mickel like one-on-one, like thoroughly kind of thing. So Mickel was actually a godsend for this tournament.
All right. Last question, I think, will just be, what do you have coming up?
My dick? Does that count?
Trying to catch some schlurp?
Oh, yo, get it in. We have Charity Makes a Smash up in CMU this coming set. Oh, that was the camera dying.
No.
We have a charity event this Saturday happening, and that goes to, I think the proceeds go to High Five's family, who was a Smash that actually died from diabetes back in August. So I'm actually like super happy to like be doing that event to help that out because High Five was a homie. We got YomaCon. I think that's like November 2nd to the 4th, I think. And I'll be doing Smash 4 there, along with like blowing every cent I have on like maid cafes and Onaholes. That was really hard to say with a straight face.
Hell yeah. I'm not a weeb.
But this is over, I'm done! You're not touching my mustache either.
Fucking weebs.
What else do I have? I have Worlds Collided, which Durden's hosting that event. I think in July, I believe Waddle also has a tournament or two he wants me to do. So the tournament, the stacks of tournaments I had is definitely like winding down, but I'm really excited to get more coming up here soon. Hopefully, probably. Keep me in business, guys. This is how I get my living, man. Like, I don't think
some more of them casual streams.
I know I need to, dude. Everyone tells me that, and I'm just like, but guys, like, there's other things at hand, like my dick. Hot. Wanna come out, Holly?
Oh, are you done? Am I done being instructed? I don't want to.
Come on. We're fine. Zoom in on her face.
No.
I have the power.
Holly.
Oh, she fucking
Get out
did.
here. Show everyone this glorious ass.
No.
Steak, juicy butt.
Right here. No.
I am not in control of what happens.
Do you know about the couch?
You hit a button.
Go figure. Oh, see? We're like the cutest couple now. She's actually not a lobster, she's just like always that red. I don't want to look at her. I don't. Don't look at me right now, Holly. Don't. I'm just
Can feel the stare.
Yeah, I think that's...
Did you hear what I was going to buy at YomaCon?
No.
I said I was gonna spend every cent I have on maid cafes and own a holes.
Oh my god.
I'll only pick up like a handful.
I'm leaving you up
Only
there.
4 or 5.
Only 4 or 5 a day.
Gotta have hard limits.
I am the hard limit.
I do believe that concludes this one. I believe next I will go scoop Riddler.
Have fun. Did you bring up what he did at Big House?
Alright. Alright. So, for those of you who don't know, this is Riddler. I guess just tell the people what you do in the community.
What I do in the community? I'm now technically like a contract streamer slash TO from Cleveland, Ohio, and I just kind of picked up the scene from where it left off with no TOs and no streamer, and I just kind of built it up from there. So that's what I do. I go out of state a lot. I go to Michigan a lot. I do a lot of bigger events as well when I want to help out, and I do a lot of IT work as well. So
Also, you don't have to be super formal for this.
it's okay.
You can fuck around as much as you want.
Okay.
Alright, so first real question was, what are your thoughts on just this event this weekend?
On this event, Showdown 2, not nearly as stressful as Showdown 1. Thankfully, I did not have to run a 400-foot wire to get internet to work for this event, as opposed to the last event. No internet drops, so that was good. This is just, like, it's super exciting to see 11 PGR players here, like, this for the second event. That alone just should, like, tell us that, Smash is definitely growing as an esport. It's huge. I really like it.
Yeah.
The venue that we have here, the rooms that we got are not the rooms we were supposed to have. So we did fall through with that. Like, I guess the rooms flooded twice.
Oof.
Yeah, so the bigger rooms we were supposed to have, we didn't have, but we managed to work it out. We managed to have the restaurant, and there's like an upstairs boardroom that we got and all that. So it's really cool that the venue managed to give us, or at least accommodate us, because that's how much they like us.
Yeah, that's sick.
Like right off the bat, so it was really cool. But yeah, this event is one of my favorites this year.
Yeah, same. This has been great. Alright.
Am I looking at you or at the camera?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Until I get better equipment, you probably can't tell.
Alright.
Alright, next question is, name one person who you met at this event for the first time. Like, your favorite person that you met for the first time at this event.
I met a couple of people that for the first time. Okay, I met a guy whose tag is WTTD. He's pretty fun. There was another one. Oh, I met Dave for the first time, and my God, he is loud.
When he was cheering for Mr. E.
Yeah, he belongs to the rest of the fighting game community. That's for sure. That's what I like the most about the other fighting game communities, is that they all just like bullshit with each other, and they just like yell at each other in the middle of the sets. They're coaching the other guy, and they don't go that far. But Day is just like screaming at the top of his lungs for people, and that is so much fun to listen to. It can get grating at times, but my God, yeah, he's a fun guy, and we killed him pretty early on in Werewolf both times.
Yeah.
So I'm also excited about that.
Yeah, that's when I got to talk to him when we were both dead, just chilling. I think I have most of the first game recorded too, so I'll either do one a time lapse of it or something. I don't know.
Good, do that.
One issues I had with the last one was that it was just too long. So, see what happens.
Yeah.
I know I'll get at least some footage from the game, maybe a couple clips of like people getting killed or
The
something.
one that I won. I totally won that one by saving myself repeatedly.
Was that the one Fatality ran?
The second one. The second one was the one that we won.
I don't think I was around for that one.
Nope. That was the second one. It was right after Fatality left, and we had another 18-man game, and it worked out.
It was better than the first 18.
I was the bodyguard, and I kept, like, every other time I would point at myself to defend myself, and the narrator was getting upset, but I was like, I don't want to die.
Actually, I think it's in the rules that you can't protect yourself as a bodyguard.
You can. you can't pick yourself more than
More than once
at
in a
the
row?
same time.
I got some people that I know played it that way.
Yeah.
I think the game after that, I think that's no, because Manny was running it. And the game when I came in, he was saying you can't protect yourself. I think you made him do that.
Yeah, I think I did.
That's
did.
fucking sick.
It's yeah.
Alright, final question is just what events you have coming up?
The ones that I'm running or ones I'm going to?
All of the above.
Well, technically, it's kind of both. I
Anything you'll
don't
be
play
at.
this game anymore. I mean, I just showed
Yo,
it
same.
work.
Yo, same.
Right? Next week, I am going to GTX. I'm working with the production crew, so I'm surprisingly working directly with Gimmer. Didn't see that coming. I originally just gave the guy my resume, and he was like, "Yeah, I could totally use some more help, for Smash, and here are the things you want to do, and you'll probably be fit in the production area, so we'll put you somewhere there." And I was like, "All right, that's a little vague, but all right, I'll go. I want to support GTX, and I will pay my way there, or whatever, And he was like, "All right, well, you'll probably be doing stream commentary and handling the commentators and working directly with Gimmer." Okay. Yes, I will be there. So there's that. The next week, the week after is the Big House, right?
I'll be here for that.
So I will also be going to Big House. I didn't get a staff position this year for it, but I did become senior volunteer even without filling out the form.
I see. I don't know who to talk to. I put in my form.
Josh, Dr. Josh. He's the guy in charge of the volunteers.
Yeah, Ori told me that today. I know that now.
Yeah, I contacted him directly and was like, "So I'm just gonna follow you around regardless of whether or not I'm a volunteer." And he was like, "Yeah, I know you. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be a senior volunteer. It's gonna be fine." Last year, Big House was my very first national, like my very first diving into the major scene. So it's gonna be kind of a nice focal point for me, like an anniversary almost. Yeah. Because that was the year that I ended up helping run top 32 on stream.
Sick.
So it ended up working my very first national. Can't help myself, but yes. So that'll be fun. After that will be, when's DreamHack Denver? Is that in the middle of October? I think it's the middle of October. It's like the 22nd or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I want to say.
So then it'll be that. So I'll have a week of break time, unless I choose to go to the 2GG Saga, which I might also do.
I wish I could afford that.
But only just to go,
Yeah.
just to hang out. I've already met Champ once, and he's a great guy. I met him at Super Smash Con. So yeah, I'll be doing DreamHack Denver. I got onto the logistics team, and the logistics guy is going to be not working logistics after this, so that lead position is open.
Sick.
So after I told him I wanted to do more work for various events and things like that, he's like, "Oh, maybe you could take it." Yeah, maybe I could. DreamHack staff, I like it. And then my personal event that I'm working with Outer Haven is on November 11th, and that is Smash Olympics. That's coming up. We originally had announced that MVG was going to run our stream. That's not happening anymore. We are working on getting a different organization. We're right on the 11th hour on that, so I can't announce it yet. But when everyone says yes and all of the paperwork is once again filled out, then we'll be able to announce it in the next couple days. But it'll be just as good as MVG, just as big of an announcement. More players are going to be announced here in the next week, and also changes to the pricing and all that stuff because people were complaining about it. And the only reason why they're complaining about it is because Ohio doesn't have a big event yet.
Yeah.
We're trying to make that event big, so at the same time, the people making it, just like UGC, just like GTX, they don't want to lose money on it.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but if we're gonna, I see it more as an investment. You're probably gonna lose money your first event. Hopefully not too much, but as long as you provide an amazing event and prove to the community that you have the gonads for it, then they're gonna show up to the next one, and we always have.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to this one. That's November 11th, so that's what I'm doing. Beyond that, no idea. My birthday after that, so I mean. That's an event for me, but it's right around the same time as Thanksgiving every year because it's the 21st.
Get drunk, eat turkey.
Yes. So, and all the family shows up. So like every year, it's always like, "Happy Thanksgiving birthday! Have some money!" And then I just spend it on Black Friday. So
sick.
It's the best.
You had anything else you want to say?
Not really. I mean, it's not really like a documentary on me or anything. So, just if you guys don't want to go to Tipped Off or Port Priority, which is also having a Midwest invasion in Washington, then come and support us for Smash Olympics. Like, there's no reason not to. We're gonna have a really cool amount of things to announce and a lot of really cool things. A lot of people coming, a lot of different vendors that we're gonna bring in, and a lot of other announcements that I can't talk about yet. But we're gonna be doing it for you guys. We want another like big event for everyone to show up to and enjoy. So
I'll probably be running a car. So if you need hands,
we always need hands.
Big meaty claws.
Big, huge tracts of land.
Alright. What's up? I'm Mickel, and I'm a TO for Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U.
I guess I got 3 questions,
All right.
which are completely open-ended. You can go on tangents. I'm not that worried about it. First one is just, what do you think of this event this weekend?
I gotta be honest, before I got here, I obviously had a little bit of, butterflies in my stomach. The nerves were coming in. Because, this is the first event I've ever run out of my home region of Ontario. So I was just like, okay, hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully everybody's impressed with what happens here and things are run smoothly and as proper. And you know what? Everybody thinks it was great. So
Yeah.
I think it was a fantastically run event. People were happy. Everybody was tweeting about it, saying that the event was really, really good. And people that were there had a good time too. 24-hour venue.
Yeah.
Hype bracket sets throughout both days, singles and doubles.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of crowd hype too. So
A lot of people have been saying your praises too. A lot of people like the work you do.
you know what? It's all about putting in that effort. If you're passionate about this like I am, it's so easy to get so good and get recognized with this, but you have to put in the effort. If you're just haphazing it or just not really giving 100% going the extra mile, thinking about things that you could do that aren't really implemented, or just kind of like, playing a few plays ahead, then you're not going to advance. You also got to network too. It's all multifaceted, and I know there's not enough money in this yet, but
Yeah.
it's all about the grind.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you get to that point, like there's no limit to what you can do in this community, and in other communities, really.
The second question is, who did you meet at this event? Like, who's your favorite person you met at this event? And just so you know, you cannot pick me, just in case you, so you do not feel pressured, because I am the one asking the question, but I am not a valid option.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh man, this is tough because I'm somebody who tends to get along well with almost anyone.
Yeah.
And honestly, coming here and getting the chance to run an event with AmiiboKing again, Dre, he's done a lot for the Michigan scene, especially in the last year. People have definitely paid more attention to what he's been doing. He's able to get top players to come out to his events super easily, but at the same time, him and I work so well together. We just have that sense. We're always in constant communication. We know how to cover each other's weaknesses very well, and at the same time, he's just such a nice guy. You talk to, he's such an easy person to talk to get along with. Just kind of shoot the shit with, Same.
Yeah. I actually first met him back at one of our indie events. He came down for Epoxy, and when I first met him. And every time I see him, we always talk for at least 20 minutes.
My honorable mention goes to Ryuga because him and I are homies. We met last year at SmashCon, and we've kind of just been pretty buddy since. He's a good guy, often misunderstood, but once you get to know him, he's really cool. Well, I mean, I'm lucky, to have such awesome people in the community.
Right? I feel that. All right. Final question is just, what do you have coming up? What do you plan, like, whether it's stuff you're working, stuff you're just attending?
All right. Well, as you may or may not know, I will be on the Big House 7 staff for Smash 4 coming up in about 2 weeks. I will be the head director of stream, again working with Unrivaled Tournaments, as I did here today, and this weekend rather. But yeah, it's going to be great, because I already have such a good rapport with them now, and everything just ran super flawlessly today, that I feel like it's just going to be a breeze and an absolute pleasure doing the same 2 weeks from now on an even bigger stage.
Yeah.
More people tuning in. So I liked about that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Oh yeah. And aside from that, I'm not sure. I gotta look at my out of region options, because I definitely want to hit up a few more events there. At the same time, I also gotta look for a part-time job myself, because I quit my old job about a month ago so I can travel more freely to do things, but I do need something to kind of keep me afloat. Because, you know, living in downtown Toronto is cheap. So, yeah, it is what it is. But at the same time, if I can secure myself there, not only could I fly out of region, but I could also start doing some of my own stuff in Toronto. But that's like, you know, a ways down the road. I gotta get everything in order. It's okay.
I know Smash Olympics, RiDLR was talking about that when I had him out here.
Yeah, and
That looks like it's gonna be good.
yeah, I'm supposed to be working that as well, actually. So you'll probably see me there unless something changes. But you know what? That's good for now.
Yeah.
I got a couple things there, and we'll see what the future holds, because there's so many different events going on everywhere, and you never know who's watching. So
Yeah.
if anybody has the opportunity to bring me out to one of their events, I'll be more than happy to. So. I'll be more than happy to. It would be a great experience for me.
Yeah, every event, I was talking to RiDLR about this earlier, every single event, whether consciously or unconsciously, you're always learning something new. It's
true.
And it's wonderful.
That's what I like about the community. Every event is going to be something different. It's going to be a different slice. And this was no different. Like, I mean, this was obviously a little bit unfamiliar scenario. I mean, the Michigan scene knows me very well as a commentator and an occasional personality, and me doing my work in my own region. This is the first time I actually proved myself here in a region that's not my own, with people that know me but weren't 100%, you know, sold on what I could do. So I'm glad I was given the chance to prove it.
I do believe that's all I got for you.
All right. Well, in that case, thank you for having me, and yes, I'll just catch me at future events.
We'll do.
We'll see what happens.
And we'll see you at Big House. Mickel just now, we've met before, so we have at least somewhat of a rapport, so it won't be as awkward.
Yeah.
So I guess just, you don't have to be, these are super casual. So you don't have to worry about being esports or anything like that unless you absolutely want to. And I guess we can start just by you introducing yourself and what you do in the community.
All right, am I good to go?
Yep.
All right, I'm Ori. I'm a Michigan TO community leader. I have been TOing since 2008, back when Brawl first came out. Smash has been a passion of mine since I was like in 8th grade. So when a majority of your life, almost like over a decade's worth, has been involved with Smash, it's like you've done it all almost, I guess. Yeah, right.
Feel that.
Yeah.
So, just got 3 questions, open-ended. First one is just your thoughts on this event this weekend in general.
Event blast. For me, I was brought on mainly as seeding team. AmiiboKing knows that when events like this happen, it's very rare that I'm able to enjoy events purely from an attendee standpoint.
Yeah.
Normally at events, I usually get roped into doing a lot of the TO work because when you've been around as long as I have and have been TOing for as long as I have, people really look to you for advice and help if they need it.
Yeah.
And AmiiboKing knows that because it happens to me so often, he likes to give me a break. So he's like, I just want you to do seeding. Nobody's allowed to talk to you about the tournament. This is why we have Mickel. So I was able to just be an attendee for once, which was a great thing. So when I get to experience a basically 2.5-day event as an attendee, it's a blast.
Yeah.
So Showdown has been an absolute blast. Top 8's finishing up right now as we speak. We're in losers finals. Tournament and top 8's been great. Being able to cast, being able to play, been a 10 out of 10 experience in my book. So if Showdown 3 happens, you all better come.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the weekend's been great. And for me, it's all started at Thursday with Smashfield. We had that because the Invaders started coming in that day. We had the Friday Night Smash Light Weekly. and then 2 days of Showdown. So, man, I'm exhausted, and I can't wait to just go home and just like hibernate until Smashville next week.
I feel that. Oh man, I got 5 hours to drive still.
Oh, 15 minutes. It's gonna feel like an hour though.
Fuck you. Man, driving home after Crown Fight was rough though.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Second question. Who did you meet here for the first time at Showdown that you exceptionally liked?
First time, probably Mick, the commentator from Chicago. This was my first time meeting him. Like, I've seen him at Midwest Mayhems. I've never really introduced myself to him before. So we got to commentate Top 16 together, and it was a blast. Like, it felt so natural when we were just commentating together. It's like we had commentated like 20 other sets previously. All the guests, I've met them numerous times. I've been doing Smash 4 majors since Apex 2015, so all these PGR members, I know most of them from Brawl. Like, I remember when we were all just like grassroots and stuff. So all the PGR talent, I've met them all before. It's just another day in the office, I guess.
I feel that.
Yeah, but Mick definitely, person I definitely met for the first time this weekend, and fell in love with the guy. Great dude. I really hope at future big tournaments we get to pair up on commentary again. Really think there could be something like good there between us as a duo.
Well, if I'm ever running a stream that you guys happen to both be coming to, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, eventually I can make it down to Indiana, right?
Eventually. It may happen. Of course, it could always be I'm out of state for some reason.
Yeah, really. Master Hand Monthly is Ori Saga. Forced me to come down.
Boy. Okay, what is the last question? It was, what events do you have coming up? Whether as a TO, attending, commentating, whatever.
From a TO perspective, Smashfield's every Thursday. It's crazy. In 2 weeks, we'll have Little Big House 3, which is the pre-Big House Smashfield. So with Little Big House 3, that's the third in line of one of the premier like night before the super major tournaments. So I'm very pumped to do that. But other than Smashfield, I've got how many events? I've got a tournament next Saturday in downtown Detroit. The week after that is Big House. After Big House, I don't think I host a tournament till the 21st when I'm doing just some small local for fun, just because there's not a whole lot of tournaments in Michigan from like post Big House until something else. And then after that, YomaCon, which is a giant anime gaming convention back in downtown Detroit. If you guys are in the Midwest, come to YomaCon. Great anime convention. Tournaments are great. I run it, so you know Smash 4 is going to be handled well. FGC tournaments are done great as well. The TO's team for that is amazing. And after YomaCon, I think I go into another like 2 to 3 week hibernation of TOing before I host a tournament on like the 25th of November, which is just a birthday tournament because I feel like hosting a tournament and celebrating it with some Smash friends. So, yeah, I almost could tell you what I'm doing until the end of the year.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I barely know what I'm doing 2 weeks out.
Oh, yeah. Smash. When you the esports / Smash life, man, you just always are busy.
Yeah.
There ain't no stopping.
Yeah. I love it though.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't trade it. Like 2005 was when I started playing Smash, so and it's 2017, so that's 12 years. 12 years this past July that I've been doing Smash
I've only been
Bros.
in the scene for a year.
Yeah.
So
I'm what people call a living relic. And it's crazy. Like I'll be 26 in November.
yeah, you're not that old.
12 years.
You started young.
14. There are kids who are starting Smash 4 at 14. And I'm like, wow.
We have one of the most legendary sets in indie history. I think it was either a Master Hand or a Salty Sunday, and it was a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and it was one of the hypest things I've ever seen. It was a Lucas versus a Greninja.
Those are the legendary sets when it happens. That is the next generation.
It's the stick.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the things you live for, because like it's crazy. Like I know players who are in their 30s and they've been playing since Melee, and I'm like, oh my god, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got anything else left to add?
If you are ever interested in Smash, just like check out your local scene, join it. Smash is like this unique experience where nobody really cares about your background or what you've got going on. As long as you have this interest in Smash, you're going to just like instantly fall in love with your scene and those who are all around you.
Oh yeah.
Because of just this children's party game where you got Pikachu fighting Mario, you're forming some of the greatest friendships you'll ever make. You're gonna travel to places that you never thought you could travel to.
Yeah.
And you're gonna experience things that people wouldn't ever experience. Because like for me, when my first ever tournament I traveled to out of state was MLG Columbus back in 2010. That was my first ever out of state experience. And what made it so special was that I was able to see all of these like players that I've only ever seen on Justin TV back before Twitch was even a thing. Like all these people I only ever saw on YouTube videos. I got to meet them in person and just interact with them. And it's like those memories that you form are like why you stick with Smash.
Yeah.
So if you want to like cultivate some type of life-changing, life-changing moment or experience, joining the Smash scene is really,
You don't
really
even have to
good.
play.
Yeah, you can be a spectator and still enjoy it.
I don't even play most of the time anymore.
Yeah, like I don't play. For me, like I only play at like weeklies, and I try to play at least like maybe 1 hour of Wi-Fi a week. But it's like I don't play much. I just play at weeklies, and I still just like I have a blast.
It's a community.
Yeah, it is. It's all about the people you meet and who you just get to share like experiences with on the ride. Like 12 years of experience gets you a lot. Like I hope that people who join Smash 4, like who join in Smash 4, get to kind of like build that type of life experience like I did with Smash, because those are the things that you cherish forever. Like yeah, you have IRL like real life friends, but like the friends you make in Smash, it's crazy. But sometimes you see them more than you see your real friends.
Yeah.
And you travel with those people a lot more than you travel with your real friends. So it's like you form like these close-knit bonds that you didn't think would ever happen.
Yep. Preach.
Like, yeah, one of my like I guess another one thing about like this. 2 years ago, I went to LA for a week on a vacation, but I went there to play Smash for Paragon Los Angeles, and I got to stay at the Sky House, which was awesome. This was like the mecca of Smash 4 at the time. You have like players like D1 there. You got every top player from SoCal Zero was there at the time, but he was out of town that weekend. So like all these top players were there, and I got to stay there for a week. And at one point during the week, there was me, Paradin, Nairo, Mr. R, Nakat, False, Day, the Ohio TO, or former TO. She now lives in Florida, I think. And maybe one more person other than me. We went out for Korean barbecue at like 11 p.m. and I was just sitting around the table. I look around, I'm like, wow. Oh, it was MVD and MVD. I'm looking around this table and I'm like, wow, there's a person from Holland, people from New Jersey, a person from Florida, a person from Michigan, people from New Jersey, California. Like, we're all just sitting around eating Korean barbecue on a Thursday night, and we're just a bunch of. And it's like, this is what Smash does.
Yeah.
It gives you those weird once-in-a-lifetime things. Like, nobody would ever see that group of people and be like, why are they just getting Korean barbecue? And it's all just because we were in town for a Smash. That's like one of my all-time favorite moments that Smash has actually given me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really, Smash makes you appreciate a lot of things.
It does. It really does.
It does.
Hey, I do believe that concludes this interview, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I had a blast. If you ever want to talk, man. I can talk about Smash for hours.
I'll probably be. I can almost guarantee I'll be doing another one of these at Big House, so we'll have an opportunity then.
Oh, perfect. I love it. I can talk to you about how I only got 5 hours of sleep over the past 2 days.
Yo!
That's what happened at last Big House. 2 hours of sleep every night.
It's about that's usual for me for Smash too. Yeah, I think that's just the Smash life. You're either super responsible and get like enough sleep, or you have a shit ton of fun.
It's hard to get both.
It really is. Like first thing I want you to lead with is just tell the camera who you are, what you do in the community, etc.
My name is You Are Blind. That stands for Unrivaled. I'm the co-founder of Unrivaled Tournaments, and I run all of our productions for our live streams, including this for Showdown Battle Royale 2. We stream all of Wii U, including Top 8, as well as Tekken 7 Top 8, and you'll be seeing us soon at the Big House 7, as well as, well, actually I can't announce that one yet, so, but you'll see us around. Midwest Mayhem 10, I can announce that one. Midwest Mayhem 10.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. It's gonna be a weird cut.
That's fine. We can even redo the who I am.
Not that word, but it's super casual.
Sure.
I mean, you don't even have to be esports.
Oh, like, wow, okay.
Like,
fuck. Hell yeah!
When I was recording the test run last weekend, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to censor this. And then God of Grunts was like, no, you don't. And I was like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Cool. Really casual. I like it.
All right. First question. Oh man, what order did I do the questions in again?
It's a good question.
First question is just, what are your thoughts on this weekend, this event in general?
I thought it went great. I think it's a marked improvement over last year. Really, I have to thank all of the staff because it was as smooth as butter. We didn't have any problems whatsoever. I thought that the talent that they brought out was great and really a different side, at least, of Smash Brothers for Wii U than we normally see, and that's really exciting to me. So I love coming to Michigan. I'm a Midwesterner myself, and this scene is they're my sister scene, and I love being here and I love supporting them.
All right. Second question is, who did you meet for the first time this weekend? Who's your favorite person that you met for the first time this weekend?
My favorite person that I met for the first time this weekend? I'm not necessarily a newbie to the scene, so I knew a lot of these guys beforehand, but it was actually really great to work with Script Kitty for the first time, upcoming Michigan commentator, who I was really impressed with his work this weekend, and he did a really great job. So I'm hoping I get a chance to work with him on actually my stream coming up soon. And also I love this guy.
Interjection. All right. What did you think of my stream setup compared to like last year?
Way better.
Not even last Showdown, just like last year period.
Way better. This guy's really putting in the work and really becoming quite an up.
How was it working with me not being drunk and an asshole? Real talk.
So I said it much improved, and really I'm mostly talking about that.
Stay sober, people.
His level of professionalism has made me really, really enjoy working with him instead of being really mad when he passes out under the projector at Big House. So that was a good look for this guy.
So I have my reasons.
Gooshi.
I have my reasons, and I think they're I won't explain on camera, of course, but I'm just saying, like, I had somewhat valid reasons. Ski Booty actually knows.
You can hear the Johns right here, guys. Live exclusive.
Johns?
Tell us why. Why were you in such a mess?
Alcohol's really good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Not wrong. Absolutely.
Third and final question is just talk about whatever you've got coming up, whether it's with UR or just going
so you'll be seeing us in 2 weeks at the Big House 7. We'll be streaming all of Wii U up until Top 8, and we're very excited. Big House really was a huge opportunity for us last year, and we're really happy to be back. It's a whole nother level, and I feel like I learned a lot, and I'm happy to now show Big House what we've learned in the past year. So it'll be a good show. And on top of that, you'll always see us at Midwest Mayhem. We'll be here at in Chicago for Midwest Mayhem 10, and it's going to be a back to basics kind of tournament, which you'll see as the announcements come along. It'll be a really nice sort of look back at the previous 10 Midwest Mayhems, and you'll see a lot of cool events, special guests. So, and then you can always catch us at Ignition on Wednesdays, the premier Chicago weekly. Last week actually was Ignition number 100, where we got a record 197 entrants. So
is that the largest weekly ever?
It's the third largest weekly, at least of the year, if not in the history of Smash 4. There were two Midwest Mayhems MSM Mega Smash Monday that beat it. One was the one before Genesis, and the other one I think was just a surprise, but it was the third largest weekly, at least in the year, if not of all time. And I gotta thank once again everybody that came to it. The Chicago scene is really, really excellent. So if you're ever in Chicago and are looking for a place to play Smash, come in on Wednesday. It's a really, really good time. Or just watch us. Watch us every Wednesday. We go live at 7:30 CST on twitch.tv/Unrivaled Tournaments.
And is there just anything else you want to say about anything in particular?
No. As I said, I'm a Midwesterner at heart, so I really love being out here in Michigan. I really love supporting this scene and seeing it grow and working with them to really make our lives and your competition better. Like, it's a good partnership, and I've made some really, really good, strong friends here in Michigan, and I'm always happy to be here.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Please just say who you are and what you do in the community.
My name is Andy, aka GrandShad. I'm the grandfather of DarkShad, the legend, and LightShad, the legend. My two grandsons. GrandShad lives with me, DarkShad lives with me in Cincinnati, and LightShad is now a Northern California resident. However, he did spend the past summer with us, and we traveled around to many, many tournaments.
A couple which I ran the stream.
I got off your original simple question. That's who I am. I'm retired. And for hobbies, my wife and I ride Harley motorcycles, 15,000 miles a year. We each have our own. She's not a good passenger. And the other activity that keeps me very occupied is traveling with my grandson, DarkShad, primarily, to these Smash tournaments. And we're constantly on the go, headed to Utah and then back to Michigan, and Chicago, and Louisville, and Indianapolis, all in the next 4 weeks.
I'll see you at a couple of those.
Keeps me off the couch.
Same. All right. First actual question. I've just got 3. First one was, give us your thoughts on this event, like in general, this weekend. It's been pretty hectic, but
I have a preference for one-day tournaments that I think this event this weekend changed my thinking on. And the reason that I previously liked one-day tournaments was DarkShad had to go to school on Mondays, so traveling to get home to get to school was always a concern. However, having sat back today and watched the conclusion of the event, I saw that the socialization that can take place via friendlies on the second day was very impressive. I think I've changed my thinking now to prefer, when you have a large number of competitors, 2-day events. So I thought it was a well-run event. I thought it was spacious. I think the air conditioning in the hotel could have been a little bit better outside of the game room.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think the fellows did a good job. They kept it running smoothly. They were on schedule. Seemed to be well organized, well seated. Did a good job.
And second question would be, who did you meet here for the first time today? Like, who's your favorite person who you met this weekend for the first time?
Who did I meet for the first time?
For someone like you who's everywhere, it's kind of hard to meet someone for the first time at this point.
Yeah. Let me think. Who did I meet for the first time? I know when I get in my car and leave, or a couple names will probably come to the top. I'm drawing a blank.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I hadn't seen Keesev in a long time.
Yeah, he's been pretty inactive.
Yeah, he's been somewhat inactive, pursuing his other interests. So it was good to see him again. In fact, a lot of the fellows at this tournament I hadn't seen really since SmashCon. I spent a little time in this tournament chatting with Dyer.
I like Dyer.
Yeah, nice fellow.
RDY, milkshake
Other
flavor
than that,
preference. Vanilla or chocolate?
none that I can think of right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've been going to so many tournaments that I know them by their handles and I know none of them by their names.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. Everybody. I mean,
It's embarrassing for me because I don't remember shit to begin with. And somebody will come up and say, "GrandShad, how you doing?" And I don't even remember the handle. But I know they got that name from a Smash tournament, so. The other thing I've gotten out of Smash is I have, I don't know, maybe 100, some number of followers on Twitter, and I don't even know how to twit.
I'm one of them. I will definitely say I'm one of them.
My grandson, Lightshad, is an infamous Twitter, I'm told. He likes to tweet and retweet, and
Yeah, he's pretty active.
he's a tweeter family.
Yeah. I mean, DarkShad's also pretty active too. It's kind of a Smash thing, though.
Yeah, I try to stay away from both their tweeting and their Facebook pages. It's their world, and
That's fair.
when I start getting anonymous emails from girlfriends, then I'll start worrying. But that doesn't happen.
That would be definitely the time. I think my last actual question is just what all do you have coming up on the slate?
Next week we're going to Utah for that, what is it, GTX, I think, tournament?
Yep. I know Cells is going to be there, at least from Indy. I think he's the only one from Indy.
Yeah, I don't know if Mysterica, I don't know if
I'm not sure if he's making it or not. I don't think he is.
Then there's Big House.
I'll see you there.
Right. And on the 21st, you'll probably be in Louisville.
Yep.
And I think on the 28th is your next,
Master Hand.
yeah, Master Hand.
I'm contractually obligated to be at that one.
And in December, the only I know of a tournament in Cleveland that Matt's running.
Yeah.
And Mayhem 10
Yeah.
in November.
I'm not sure what the current date is for the Master Hand, but once I have that, I'll send it to you. I hope it doesn't. I'm 90% certain it doesn't, but I need to double check to make sure that it doesn't overlap with Smash Olympics, Matt's event, because I would really like to make that
Typically
one.
the last weekend of the month. No, well, last month it wasn't, so I don't know. Yeah. Well, let's put it this way: if it's Master Hand or Smash Olympics, I go to Master Hand.
I like to think we do a good job.
Yeah, you guys I like that tournament. You guys are really nice guys. Oh, good tournament. DarkShad's never won it. He won Indie Impact, but he hasn't won a Master Hand event.
I never realized that.
Maybe last year he did, but not this year. Bayonet has been beating his ass lately.
But not Blazing Sky at Show Me Your Moves. Because remember he popped off at Show Me Your Moves?
Yeah. Yeah, he did all right there. He finished third.
Yeah, that was a fun event. I'm wearing the shirt right
There
now.
you go.
I ended up getting drafted into the TO team. Got a free shirt for it. Think about them. They were all. That was their first big tournament, so it was a learning experience for them. So I was just happy to help out. And I guess final thoughts. Anything else you want to add?
No, I just. This group of people who play this game impressed me very much. The camaraderie impresses me. The lack of any kind of discrimination as to anything impresses me. They don't see disabilities. They don't see color. They don't see personality issues. You know, they're all just very nice people. And relative to GrandShad, it rescued him from a battle with anxiety and depression that is associated with another neurological issue that he has. So, if you took a collection for every nation right now, I'd be right up there helping everybody out. I think a lot of the group. So. And regardless of the city, I mean, it's like this everywhere.
Yeah.
Chicago, Indy, Louisville, Detroit, wherever I've gone to tournaments, the personalities of the groups, in terms of friendliness and cooperativeness and politeness and all those intangibles, are virtually the same.
Something the community prides itself on.
Yeah, and it should be. And I even learned this weekend, as a side note, there's a potential for my grandson, if he's interested, or for any smasher, I guess would qualify, to pick up a college scholarship to be on a varsity smash team.
That would be amazing.
Paying up to a large percentage on the tuition.
Any school that picked him up would be in a really good spot.
Yeah. So maybe that'll work out.
Yep, hopefully. That would be sick.
The only complaint I have is GrandShad, and I hope LightShad is going to be different. GrandShad is a singular focus. And the singular focus is Smash. I'd like to see Smash combined with learning to be a fucking plumber or a carpenter or an accountant or something.
Yeah. Of course, he's one of the few among us who could actually make a living off of this.
He makes a living as long as his banker is still alive. So, have a good weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You don't have to worry about being super esports. This is just chill, relaxed. Like when we were testing out with the first one, we decided that it's not worth it to try to censor it because we may be esports on camera in there, but most of us can't fucking hold that up that much longer.
Okay. This is cool. It is. I think it could be organic.
Exactly. That's my favorite thing about this. It's all just super chill, super organic, super fucking natural. It's great.
I like that.
I don't have to force myself to do anything. Just roll with it.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I guess first, just introduce yourself and what you do.
All right, it's your boy AmiiboKing 313 from Michigan. I host tournaments, organize events, fly out players, communicate with other orgs, and host dope ass shit.
I feel it. All right, so other than that, I got 3 questions, and then just whatever else you want to say at the end.
Okay.
First up is
Just your thoughts on Showdown and Showdown 2 and everything that's happened this weekend.
First,
Judging by what I've heard from everyone, you're so ready to talk about that because everything I've heard is great.
I'm happy with the feedback, honestly. Man, this shit was stressful.
Oh, yeah.
I put hours. I literally would wake up some days at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I take my kid to school. I come home. I get on the computer. Contacting graphic designers for graphics. I'm contacting players. I'm reaching out to sponsors for pop bonuses. I'm looking at flights. Just trying to make the best of what I can get. Contacting local players like, yo, I want you to come to this. How can we make this happen? What I try to do, I try to make it really hard for a person to say no. For example, I had a guy, he's like, okay, I work on the weekend. I'm like, okay, request that weekend off in advance, or I don't have any money. Or just trying to, like, what's the real issue? I make it very hard for a person to say no. That's what I like. Like, I'm gonna wrangle the truth out of you. I'm gonna get it. Because I know everybody likes to save money. You know, you need money to survive, etc. Everybody wants to have a good time. If you can find some type of balance in between that, I think it's dope.
Yep. And as evidenced by all the positive feedback.
You know, I'll be honest with you too, man. Like, I was told, not really told, but like after Showdown 1, we had reached out to Air, like, hey, what are the dates? Because once 2GG announced that circuit, we knew it was curtains. They're like, $100,000 circuit. Boom, they already had their dates lined up, and then everybody, Smash 2017 just went crazy. Everybody hosting tournaments. This year is just nuts.
Yeah.
So even then, like going 2 weeks before Big House, I'm like, I'm gonna get my shit wrecked. I'm like, there's no way. And then just kind of like the response from the people, like, yo, we want Showdown. This shit's gonna be dope. We want you to do this. Like, Michigan, I feel like really kind of got behind me to make it happen. And I'm like, okay. Like, I think what really benefited me the most today's September 24th, 2017. It was 3 tournaments scheduled today. Syndicate 2, which was in Europe, they were trying to get people. Unlock 2 in Florida had 10 confirmed PGR players off the rip. That tournament got canceled because of Hurricane Irma. Once that tournament got canceled, I went fucking nuts. As soon as that shit got canceled, I contacted everybody. I said, yo, do you want to come? How can we make this happen? Book the flights, it was history. They said, I need some place to stay. I need XYZ to attend your event. Okay, cool, it's done. Housing, cool. Food, cool. Transportation, cool. Bring your ass here and compete. Let's go. What else? What do you need?
And that was just finished Grands. That was all out of region too.
Yeah, man, we had Mexico. I mean, Manny and Fatality, I feel like they can play. They play fairly often since they're within the same region, but even seeing a Sonic go that far, that's just like, what the fuck, yo? Sonic?
We had Captain Zach and Mistake, and yet there was no Bayo in Grands.
Oh my god. Captain Zach losing the deal to Tyroid, that shit was fucked up. And then he tweeted about it, that shit was even more crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Midwest went the fucking, my boy Meek beat Day. My boy at the weekly here on Friday, my boy Daybreak beat Day. And it's
Johnster beat Day.
Yeah, Johnster beat Day. Daybreak beat Day yesterday. Yeah, he was like on Saturday in pools. He was like, I told you I could do that shit. Michigan got this fucking ego, and that shit drives me crazy. But we so fucking good, man. We are good. We got that fucking ego, but I love it, man. I love it. The kids, they're like, fly out such and such, man. He's not that good. He's not that good. We saw some, they go home. But I'll be real. I'll keep it real. I flew out 6WX in July. Ryuga didn't enter the tournament. He won over Zenodo. He came to Michigan 4 tournaments in a row, won all of them, took the cash, free. Actually, no, he didn't win my Friday tournament. Ryuga came and double eliminated him. So Ryuga's beaten 6WX 4 times. 4-0. Let's go 6. Shout out to Wes. Shout out to Cody James.
I love 6. I got to meet him back at Outfoxed again. I picked him up from the airport. He's really cool.
He's a homie. He quiet as hell. He's smart. He's a smart motherfucker too.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, the biggest thing, I'm just so happy to support. I'm happy people were able to come. I'm happy people that enjoyed themselves. That's what's most important to me, honestly. Just like people having a good time and just enjoying themselves. Like, you know, hopefully the series grows. There will be a Showdown 3, aiming for that summer smash. So people really can't have excuses. Now this in September is like, oh, school's starting back, job, wedding, 2 weeks for big house, you know, right? But now summer smash, you're outside of school, you not do anything this summer, come to Showdown 3. That's gonna be, I'm gonna get some sponsors, I'm gonna get those pop bonuses, and it's gonna be crazy.
Just got a bunch of messages.
I did, probably about what's my payout. The top player's trying to get paid. So that's why he lost, he said. So the payout. I said, fam, I got you, week to week. Let's go.
Alright. Next question is, who is your favorite person that you met this weekend?
My favorite person that I met? And the first person that came to my head was Javi. Javi, he don't speak a lot of English, so I had to figure out what he's trying to say. But it's cool though, because he was nice. Like, AmiiboKing. Oh, what's up, Javi? He's like, Javi, I'm gonna keep it real about Javi. Let me tell you about this guy and why I'm so happy about Javi. MK Leo and Javi are cousins. The first Showdown, before I even knew who MK Leo was, he like, I got my visa, I can come to tournaments now. So as soon as Leo tweeted that, I said, yo, come to my tournament. He said, okay, AmiiboKing. He said, I'm gonna go to Chicago and I'm gonna come to Showdown. A year later, MK Leo couldn't make it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just get his cousin. His cousin said, look, I was gonna fly Javi out from Mexico. Javi messages me on Facebook and says, yo, AmiiboKing, I wanna come to Showdown. I bought my own flight to Chicago. Can you hook me up with the entry, housing, transportation? Can you do that for me? I said, hell yeah. You booked your own flight and you want to come to my shit? Fuck yes. I got you. You gotta say shit else. And it was done. I fucks with Javi. That's my boy. He made that shit happen.
Last question is, what events you got on the slate? What do you have coming up, whether as a TO or just stuff you're going to?
Honestly, I am planning on coming out with some, either a blog or a lot of articles about all the tournaments and what's most valuable for consumers as far as entry and their money. Because not a lot of people can get to travel to events. Luckily for me as a TO and being staff and event organizer, I do get to go to a lot of events ever since Outfoxed again, May 13th, nonstop. The week after that, I believe I went to, it was Combo Breaker. Then after Combo Breaker, I went to Smash Splash. After Smash Splash 3, I went to CEO 2017. Oh, actually, the week between, we organized a tournament in Canada. I had a $2,500 pot win.
Saints Gaming Live.
Yep, and then I took a break from that, hosted my tournament, flew out 6WX. Then I went to EVO. Then I went to DreamHack Atlanta.
That was sick.
DreamHack Atlanta was freaking awesome. I love the DreamHacks, that $45 venue and entry fee and 24-hour friendlies. You can't get no sicker than that.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking with DreamHack.
I wish I could make it to Denver, but I can't.
Nobody is fucking with DreamHack. I'm sorry. Like, legacy or not, DreamHack is the fucking shit. I'm picking that over a lot of events. As far as being staff, I am so proud to say that I got hired for the Big House 7 TO staff from Detroit. It's in Detroit, my home city, and I get to be a TO at that shit. That's fucking awesome. That means Juggle got fucking with me. He like, yo, I see what the fuck you. I seen Juggle. Oh, I didn't even say I TO'd that Goblin. I didn't even say that shit. But as far as I'm fucking with the Big House, I'm super excited for that.
I'll be there for that.
Yes, Big House is gonna be fucking awesome. Then I'm hoping I get hired for DreamHack Denver. Got hired for Canada Cup. 50-50 on Canada Cup right now, though. Then after that, November, I got Arcadian coming up. I'm hosting Michigan. Then December, I usually do a holiday tournament, like after Christmas. Everybody's out of school. I do a chill little holiday event. Then I'm gonna just relax, rewind. Hopefully, I go to Genesis. I went to G4 this year.
I'd like to make it to Genesis this year.
Genesis is fucking awesome. They got 24 hours too. Completely 100% grassroots, California. It's dope. Uh-oh. My boy, what's going on, GrandShad? You out here?
His real name's Sandwich Man or Boss Man.
Sandwich Man? Let's go.
Hey,
That sandwich I gave you in Chicago, you're in
Yeah, Midwest Mayhem too.
I remember. That was a fun time. It was fun times. You out? You
Thanks
guys
for,
out?
yeah, we're out. Thanks for running this thing.
Thanks
It's fun,
for
man.
coming, man. Appreciate you. It's been a while.
It's terrible.
It's not that bad.
My boy,
You're telling me you need a haircut.
modest.
Look at this shit. Look at this.
Shut up! I don't. Oh my God! All y'all ignorant.
If y'all wonder if Max Ketchum is looking for some modest,
Everybody, shut up. So,
I love you, Evie.
I'll
why
see you
every
later,
Evie and
guys.
Sylvanus are the same? Dope.
I think Ridley said you were going to be at Smash Olympics too.
I am going to be at Smash Olympics. Me and Mickel got hired to do that. Shout out to Mickel, man.
Yeah.
Mickel is the homie. He is on the come up. The grind is real. Definitely one of the best TOs out here. Even a lot of people don't even know, man. As far as TO, like I learned a lot of that shit from Basef. Learned from E2C Joe. Now I've gotten to work with Jabali, learn from Jabali. I learn from everybody. And just apply it to what I do. Just being able to see, that's how people get better. You gotta watch people that are the best at their craft. You think LeBron didn't study Michael Jordan? Fuck out of here. Come on, you think people didn't study Ali, Floyd? People, it's just night and day. If you're gonna be the best or one of the best at anything, you have to study people how they did it. My boy Roddy always tell me about James Brown and Michael Jackson. Perfect scenario. Like Basef, shout out to Z, I just told you, homie Basef came through and like, yo, AmiiboKing. They fucking with you. I'm like, oh shit. Thanks, Basef. I respect that. He's like, yo. He said my level up from 2016 to now is real. The way I approach events has gotten better. The way I see events has gotten better. The way I see the community, it's amazing, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm trying to take this esports thing full time.
Oh, it's a dream.
Yeah, everybody, it's hard, especially with grassroots, man. It's like, a lot of people don't know, when you're doing this stuff, you do start out volunteering, aka not getting paid.
That's where I'm at right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it take a long time for somebody to want to shoot you some money. And when somebody do want to pay you some money, it don't even be all it's cracked up to be, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's not about the money, it's about doing what you love.
Exactly.
And when you love that shit, you're going to do the best. I look at events the same. It's like, okay, I'm not getting paid for this shit. Okay, I'm not getting paid. But that's my reputation, it's my brand, it's who I am, it's what I'm about. And even if I am not getting paid, I'm going to do what I got to do to out-hustle you, to outshine you, to show you that I'm that motherfucker to watch out for.
Exactly.
Because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your spot. I'll take it. It's just how it works. It's always somebody. You ever see? Did you see Rocky 3? In Rocky 3, when he had to fight Mr. T. Mr. T was hungry. He beat all them amateur fighters. He said, "Rocky, you scared? I'm gonna beat your ass." What happened? Clubber Lang beat the shit out of Rocky. Had to go to Chicago and learn to swim, and he got his shit together. That's esports in a nutshell, bro. Everybody on that amateur bracket coming up. You see that person, you want their spot. You want to be where they at. Not necessarily beat them, but you want to be revered or, and seen in that light of importance, so to speak. Everybody in their own sort of way is influenced by something, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so happy this shit is done too, man. Oh my God.
Get to relax.
I'm so relieved this shit is done. Now I gotta plan the next one. I gotta get hired for something else. I gotta do something. Because I can't be on the computer every day annoying and bothering people. I feel so bad for the players.
You see my tweet of when the AmiiboKing advertising it? It was just my Facebook notifications from all the groups. Just
Yeah, that spam and Facebook shit, I'm keep it real too. I got somebody doing that for me, but even nonetheless though, that is not the best way to advertise. And that's just another thing. The sport is still growing, marketing dollars, having to be applied and this and that. And just the community is big, but it's still unknown. Even for me, like, I played Melee, I played Brawl, I played 64, but I had no idea how big that there even was a competitive scene.
Yeah.
And it's just so hard to, like, when you're not in the scene or don't even know it exists. It's like you feel isolated. Since, but then once you find out about it, that okay, there are other people that have this hobby that want to do the same shit I do. You're like, I'm fucking with that.
Yeah, like I've been in the scene a year. I've been with PushBlock the entire time. Like, I didn't know there was a scene in Indianapolis, much less everywhere else. I just would see, like, pro player did this at this event, big house, blah, blah, blah. Like, I knew there was the upper end, but until I met Rusty at college, just by chance, I didn't know about any of this. And now I'm neck deep in it, loving every second of it.
Exactly. And, like, even back when Smash 4 came out, like, I had friends, we played Brawl. I was, like, one of the best people, and I would just beat them. And then, like, when the Smash 4 demo came out at Best Buy, when they had you could play it, I waited 2 or 3 hours in line just to play that shit for 2 minutes twice. One little Wii Fit wristband and shit. Then I started, I was a Wi-Fi thing. Then I went to a FGC local, and they had Smash there. Then this one guy, Durden, who was like, he's like a broadhead. He's like, yo, we starting to Smash for a weekly on Thursdays in Livonia. You need to come to that. So I go to the weekly in Livonia on Thursday, and guess who's my first opponent in bracket? They said. My first tournament ever set with Smash 4s with Vesa, and I won 2-1. And I'll never forget that. And it's funny how God just put people in your life and shit, man. It's like, from doing that with him to working tournaments, and it's just crazy to me that how all that magnifies from that experience. It's so sorry.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Come to Showdown 3.
Obviously.
If you can, thank you people for coming, for watching, supporting, looking at me spam your Facebook, Twitter. Shout out to my graphics dude. Shout out to PQ, Private Quantum. Shout out to my boy Simon. Shout out to my boy DMG Alex. Some trailers just fucking phenomenal. Shout out to the whole Midwest. The attendees. If it wasn't for the attendees, this shit wouldn't happen. Nobody signed up. This bitch would be a bust.
Yeah.
Real talk. So thank you for fuckers who wanted to support. Shout out to top players. Shout out to my boy Mickel. Mickel ran this shit.
Oh yeah, he did godlike.
He fucking the man. I knew. I'm like, you know what, Mickel? I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you run this whole event. And I was nervous at first. I'm like, I'm one of those people my whole life. I've had to hustle myself. I've always never thought to like do things with other people. Like, not that I couldn't work with a team, but I figured that if I worked by myself, that win, lose, or fail, all the responsibility, whatever on me. I can take credit for the success, I can take credit for the failure. But through the Smash shit, I learned, okay, if I work as a team and work with other people, okay, I might not get necessarily what I want. Let's say as far as like a profit, or a profit, or I can't take the bragging rights of success, but it evens out as far as the weight load. It's more beneficial for everybody. By hiring Mickel, the attendees benefited more, I feel like, if I had did it myself. I thoroughly believe it. I really do. That's why I'm like, okay, Mickel, I studied him. He was the head TO of Gama, and I was the co-head TO. And I'm like, just seeing the way he worked, how people responded to him, his presence, everything, that made me say, I gotta hire this guy. Okay? And he grinded too. I'm like, this motherfucker better than me. Shit, I gotta step my game up. The fuck? But you need people like that, though. You need people. And it's like I was telling you before, it's always somebody that is willing to take your motherfucking spot, bro. Or, if you're not willing to be ready, because you're daily on. You want to be on. It's just that simple. Ryan will say, I want these photos, and I'm willing to pay you. I want you to do this shit for free. Can you do it? Are you gonna say no? Motherfucker, some rival tournaments. If BGBC say, yo, we want you to do all our vlogs, motherfucker, what you gonna do? But we can't pay you shit. What you gonna do? That's
Right to my
EGB.
nuts.
You gonna do that shit. That's just how it works.
Say that.
This looks so like.
This is the longest one by far. We breached the 20-minute mark, so it stopped and started again. So this is the second video.
Alright, we got it. Esports though. What's up, y'all? It's AmiiboKing. Just finished Showdown 2.
Oh no, we're good. It didn't like, it just broke.
Oh, okay.
we got all of that. It all got recorded. Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, I'm just happy, grateful, blessed, happy that the event was a success, happy people had a good time.
Yep.
Happy I got my boy Indiana to come to Michigan outside. Listen, you know how hard it is to get motherfuckers to come to Michigan outside a big house? Very fucking hard. We didn't. Not just Indiana, just anybody. They're like, Midwest, we so slept on. Even we got zero, we got LA. Oh, nobody give a fuck. They're like, bitch, we SoCal, Tri-State, Florida. You come to us. Bitch, nationalists. Real talk.
We got the Loft House too now.
We do, we stacked, but still, it's Midwest, bro. What's there? You think Ohio, you think country cornfields.
Yeah.
Real talk. What? Who the? Think Detroit? Think somebody gonna fucking rob you? I mean, that's.
You think Indianapolis, you think the car's there, and that's it.
Like, why would I go there? I don't care. That's why. Like, you gonna house me? You gonna feed me? Okay, cool. Okay, I can tolerate it.
Oh shit, there's all this here actually?
Take a lot of convincing. Like I said, make it hard to say no. You make it hard for somebody to say no. You gotta make it really hard. That's how you get the truth out of people too.
Yeah. We are running low on battery actually,
All right,
so I think
so
we are
good. So AmiiboKing guys, sign out. Come to Showdown 3.